And that's my contribution to society, is being able to help these families navigate through these channels that they're just not familiar with.
Let's be honest, people go through challenging times, right? We're
Yeah.
going through challenging times right now with inflation, the cost of living. And to be able to have a professional you can go to, rely on, knowing that they're going to not only do the right thing, but have your best interest at heart is important,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, absolutely, Derek. Absolutely.
I know we've focused a lot on how I do things and we've had the back and forth between you and we have similar approaches to things. But one of the things I liked when I first came on board is your 360 approach.
Mhm.
And we haven't really,
Yeah. So similar to what you do, Derek, is we have an intake form, right? As well as we intake everything in. We use a CRM called Carbon, which is completely cloud based. And we take everything in there and we get to know the client. We'll call several times during the year. We want to know if we're handling their income taxes. Did you get married? Did you get divorced? Did you have any children? Did you move? We want to make sure that your records are constantly updated. In addition to all of that, we want to know, has there been a rise in income? Has there been a reduction in income? What are your investments doing? So we can kind of plan. And some clients, in some instances, have to file these quarterly estimated payments throughout the year. And so we like to be on top of those things and be proactive. And I think the only way to do that is to stay in constant contact with them. I think that everybody that starts their own organization, I know that when I started the firm 16 plus years
Mhm.
ago, I took best practices from some of the firms that I worked for. The landscape has actually even changed. So even how we operated back then is much different than today, right? And so we always want to be a firm that's more about value added, right? Are we adding you value? One of the things he told me, he said, you know what, Jake? He goes, you're going to learn more about your clients than you ever want to. And in a sense, you're going to be like a therapist. You're going to become a trusted advisor. They're going to tell you things that you might not want to know. I have clients that come to me to ask me a whole barrage of questions. If it's something outside of my realm, something that I just don't feel comfortable answering, then I try to put them with the right people. I want you to understand how our firm operates. Anytime I refer you out to somebody, we don't get anything in return. These are people we feel comfortable working with
Right.
because we know the quality of the work, we know their integrity, their character. We have personal relationships with them, whether it be financial advisors, whether it be attorneys that we work with. Even if it's a client that's too big for us on the property tax side, I might refer it out to you, Derek.
Well, and I've done the same. We've had a lot of
Yeah,
sharing of clients because it's a better fit, right? Like I've had
exactly.
clients that, hey, you're just not a good fit for the big four, but I have the perfect fit for you. And I stand by my recommendation to Dr. Latimer. And I will say this, you brought up a good point, and I just want to hit on this while I'm thinking about it. Is we joked earlier that you even now keep calling me on my quarterly business reviews. And
Yeah.
I forgot about this, but 2 years ago you did that. And I was like, dude, stop calling me. We're good. I see you. We talk like once a week.
Because there's so many things we talk about. Yeah.
But you would ask me a couple questions. I was like, look, let me just check my box. We have a process. I want to maintain the process. And you had caught something that I didn't think about. I wasn't thinking about. And it was on one of my investment properties at the time. And it ended up saving me a substantial amount of money come tax season. And it was one of those that I'm surprised I didn't think of it earlier, but saved me a ton of money just by doing that.
Yeah,
Right.
and this is what I always tell people, like anyone that has a business, or even for you, for that situation, it was an investment property, right? I ask a lot of questions, especially when I do my CFO work. I will tell you that I roll my sleeves up. I take it personal. I want to help that individual take that company to the next level. So the personalization and what you'll get from me, I would say, is pretty much unparalleled, because I will spend more time than I ever even bill the client. But with that being said, I have high expectations. My clients are going to perform a certain way as well.
Sure.
We just won't take anyone on. And it's quality over quantity, right?
Mhm.